Hey, 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 yes. Hey, hey, hey. Let me see who's here. Are you guys here? Come into the room, the Dreamcatcher room. Where is everybody? Am I on the right one? I am. I am. Um, okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Who did this? Okay, so I don't know. Did it drop everyone? Yeah, I don't know. Why does he keep having clones? I'm like, why? I know, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm here now. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Because I'm like, I'm back on again. We can hear. Okay, there I am. Okay. All right. The devil is a liar. Okay. Woo. I was like, no. All right, y'all. So thank you for being patient. Sheesh. Okay, so we're about to get started because I did not realize, we're gonna have technical difficulties. I don't know why. Anyway, that's okay. Welcome to my credit web class. They tried it, but you know what? God got me. Okay, so we're about to shake it off. I want everybody to shake it off, flip their hair over their shoulders, because you finna learn tonight. Okay, you finna learn on today. So, just let me know where you're from. And yeah, just let me know where you're from. Okay, good. You can see. Okay, good. All right. Whoo. So, I normally just ask where you guys are from and all that kind of stuff, but we already running a little behind, so we're going to start. As you know, and if you don't know, I am Tiffany, the Budgetnista, and this is your credit class. You're going to see me look down from time to time because I don't play. I came prepared. That's why I was so pissed about it not working earlier, because I was like, are you kidding me? Because assist the prepared. Okay, this is our lesson. That's all we need to get cracking. Like, I know sometimes, I'm super silly because I want to make it fun and I'm just silly, but I have my master's in education. And so I really take educating y'all super duper seriously. So I always have a full lesson written out and then I type it up because my handwriting is terrible. So tonight is all about credit. The objectives of the lessons are: one, I'm like reading them because I got the mind of an 80-year-old. One, understanding the importance of credit, obviously. Two, learn the 5 components that make up your score, because in order for you to fix your credit, you have to understand why it is the way it is. 3, learn what your score really means. 4, right after class, I'm going to email you a freebie, right? Because freebies are my thing. So right after class, you should see a freebie either right away or within a few minutes after we hang up. But, and then I want you to stay till the end tonight because I love giving gifts. And if you followed me for 5 minutes or 5 years, or, I like giving gifts. And so I actually have another dope gift for just a few folks because it's worth about $500. This is what I sell it for, $500. But I'm going to offer access to a number of you guys to get that $500 gift for free. And here's a hint of what that gift is. It is something that's going to show you how I went from preschool teacher to mini millionaire. Yes. Okay. By mini millionaire, it means like I'm not worth nobody's $10 million, but I am worth, my net worth is 7 figures. And I'm not just saying like just property. I'm talking about cash in the bank. I'm talking about, rental property. And I'm completely 100% debt free. So there you go. Okay. So I'm going to give that gift away at the end. That's my way to get you to stay so you listen and you learn. That's how important it is for me for you to learn about credit. All right. So if you don't have a pen and paper, you should. I already told you that in the email that brought you here. And so let's get started. First, let me start with how I went from the 547 to 802. So I started off with the 802. I was fortunate in that I grew up in a household where money was talked about all the time. My dad was a CFO and an accountant. I'm one of 5 girls, and my mom really taught us day to day how to manage money. So I got it from both sides. So I was always really good with my money and my credit. Then the recession hit. I was 29, and it was devastating. I lost my job. I was a school teacher. Right before the recession hit, there was a credit card scam that I fell victim to. It left me $35,000 in credit card debt. Since I lost my job, I had bought a condo when I was 25, so I had mortgage back then, and I couldn't afford my mortgage because I didn't have a job. Plus, I had that $35,000 in credit card debt. Plus, like I said, I had the mortgage. Plus, I had student loan debt for my master's, about $50,000 or so. And I just felt like I owed like so much money. I owed just about $300,000, give or take. You know, if you have debt right now, say, me too, right? So I share all these things because I'm not sharing them from a place of like, this is what you need to do. I'm sharing it from a place of like, look, literally, this is what I did. When I bought my condo, my credit score was in the 800s when I bought my condo when I was 25. That's tremendous for a 25-year-old. And then when the recession hit at about 30, I remember looking at my credit score and it said 547. And I was like, wow, it was because I owed so much. I couldn't pay anyone that didn't have a job. I remember it was just a really devastating time. And credit is just super important because I saw someone post the other day, like a lady, I was saying I was having this free credit web class. And she was like, well, not for me because I'm debt free. My credit could go to 0 for all I care. And I'm like, damn. Although being debt free, whoop, whoop, congrats to you. And I was like, me too, boo, boo. I'm debt free. But here's the thing. Credit is not just about if you're not trying to borrow money, because you might not be able to rent an apartment if you don't have decent credit, right? You might not be able to, you might have to put a down payment if you want to switch service providers for your phone, right? If you have bad credit. Did you know that your energy company can potentially charge you more per kilobyte or kilowatt, whatever they call that? Because if they look at it this way, they want to get their money up front from you if you have bad credit, because bad credit typically means you don't pay back. That's what it's supposed to mean. It doesn't always mean that, but that's what they look at that number to mean. And so there's a lot more things that credit can open the door for or close the door for than just borrowing money. Day-to-day living in the United States of America, credit is critical. So it's important. So let's start with the basics. I want you to understand how credit is calculated. So I'm not super techy. And so I'm going to try my best to pull up, because I know some of you are visual. See, the teacher in me understands differential learning. That means some people like to hear, some people need to see, some people are kinesthetic learners, so they need to write things down. So, whatever that is, hearing, seeing, writing, I want to make sure that I adhere to every learner that is watching right now. So I'm going to show you the components of a credit score. So, okay, you ready? So I'm going to show you. I want you to take a screenshot or a picture, and then I'm going to come off because I like to see your comments as they come through, so you ready? All right, let me finna pull it up. Yes, Lord. I can't believe the devil tried it tonight. I said, not on today. Not on today. I'm just so glad we're here now because honestly, I really love teaching. I don't know if you can tell. Like, really, I love teaching. All right, so we're going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the 5 components of your credit score. Ready? Okay, share my screen. Okay, maybe this, okay, share. Wait. Okay, good. You guys, oh, look at that. You can see it at the same time I see it. Perfect. All right, so I'm actually not going to make it too big because I'm like, I want you to, like I said, I want to see y'all. Okay, now credit is big. Okay, so here are the 5 components of a credit score. I'm going to try to make it big for you so you can see it pretty good. Can you see it pretty good? Yeah. Okay, so take a picture, make it last longer, take a screenshot. This is critical. 5 components of your credit score. They are 10% increase, 10% type of debt, 15% length of credit history. I'm going to explain what these all mean. I'm just saying it. 30% debt to income ratio, 35% payment history. Meanwhile, I'm dancing and I'm realizing y'all can't even see me, which is okay. Can you see me? No. Anyway. These are the 5 components of your credit score. I'm about to take it off in like 5 seconds. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you take your picture? Did you take your screenshot? I'm about to stop sharing it. Okay. But I want to talk about it. Okay. Oh, you can't see me at the bottom. That's crazy. Yo, I'm nuts. No, did I close it out? Oh, I hope I did. No, I didn't. Okay, sorry. All right. So those are the bottom. It was blurry. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try. Some of you said that that it was blurry. So I'm actually gonna try it again because I want you to really see it because it's important. Share. And what I'm going to do is make this big. Oh, my life. I tell you, you wouldn't think I want a company, a whole 7-figure company, because a sister has trouble with the, I don't know why. I'm just never was super techie. All right. So I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. Credit is made. Okay. I think this is what you need to see. All right. This should be, now you should be able to take a good picture. It should be clear and crisp. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you see me dancing at the bottom? Someone told me that. I never knew that you could see me like at the bottom. So you see that I'm silly even when you're not watching. You got it? Good. All right, I'm taking it down so we can talk about it. Let's talk about what it means because, putting stuff up means literally nothing. It has to, you can't see it? Okay, you can see it. Okay, good. Whoo, child. Tonight is just a night. Okay. You can't see it? You know what? It's fine. That's crazy that you couldn't see it. It didn't come up. Don't worry. We're going to talk about it. So that's fine. Because I don't know why you couldn't see it. That's crazy. All right. So let's get started. So 10% increase. What is an increase? I'm not sure why I didn't show. Internet is a hater tonight, but it's fine. What is an increase? So just write it down. 10% increase. Just write it down. It's okay that if you didn't see it because it's not huge. I just wanted, some people are visual learners, so I wanted you to say the first one was better. I'll try, when I show you the next slide, I'll do the first one better. 10% increase. What is an increase? An increase is any time someone other than you inquires into your credit. So when you apply for a card, even if you get denied. I remember one time I applied for a Target card. Don't judge me. We've all been there. Target will get the best of us, right? I applied for a Target card and this is when my credit wasn't so great. And I got denied, but guess what? Boom, still an inquiry, right? So an inquiry is when someone is inquiring into your credit in order to extend basically credit to you. Maybe, remember, a credit is like a loan. So that can be 10%. That is 10% of your score. You can lose anywhere from 8 to like 30 points with an inquiry. So that means when I went to Target and I asked them, hey, can you, I want to apply for this Target card, like Target credit card, and I got denied, I still lost points. So you want to be mindful that even though it's just 10% of your score, you want to be mindful because you can lose, especially if it's a store card, you lose more points with a store card. So you might lose less points if you're inquiring to get a mortgage or a card, but definitely more points if it's like a store card. So just be mindful and save your increase for big things like a car or a mortgage, okay? That's really, really, really important. Okay. And so, yes. Also, I see somebody ask, I'm going to answer this, but normally I'm going to take questions at the end. Soft versus hard hits, right? So soft versus hard hits. That is when a soft inquiry is when someone didn't ask for permission and they got to see, remember you used to get grades in school and your transcript. So there's a deep transcript where you can see all the grades from all the semesters and there's your GPA, right? And so when you get a soft increase, someone basically sends you like a card and you didn't ask for it. It means they were able to see your GPA. You won't get in trouble for that. That's not your fault. You didn't give them access. A hard increase is when you say, hey, here is my social security number. I want you to give me credit or run my social security number to see if I'm eligible for credit. That's a hard increase. Hard increase are on you. Soft increase are not on you. Hard increase, that means they see your whole transcript. Soft increase means they just saw your GPA and they're like, Tiffany's about to be. Let me see if I can send her a pre-approval. Okay. So here's the thing about inquiries. You're going to lose those points for like usually about 6 months, right? As long as you do everything else right. So the point loss is about 6 months, but the inquiry is going to stay on your credit report for about 2 years. So that is important. Okay. So 10% inquiry. Okay. Yes, the pre-approval letters that you get in the mail, those are soft inquiries. That means somebody saw your GPA, which is available for anyone to see. They didn't see your whole transcript because you have to give them access to that. And they were like, Kelly is she has about a B. Let me send her a pre-approval. Okay, so you're not in trouble, quote unquote. You're not losing points for those because it's not something that you requested. You didn't give them your social security number and access to your full transcript. So you get what an inquiry is? Got it? When I say got it, I want you to say got it. Okay, got it? Got it. All right, good. 10% of your score is type of debt. That means, so type of debt, people think like, oh, I've got a Visa card and I've got a Gap card and I've got a Macy's card. That's 3 types of debt. No, that's all the same type of debt. That's called revolving debt. A credit card is the same type of debt. So you can have 5 credit cards. It's considered one type of debt. Okay, so you can have revolving debt, which is a credit card. You can have an installment loan. So that would be like a student loan or like a mortgage, right? That's an installment loan. That's another type of debt. And my mind is drawing a blank of another type of debt. Oh, there's another one. My mind. It's going to come to me like 10 minutes later. So those are the 2 main types of debt, but there's another type of debt. So like, I'm going to think of it. Should have wrote it down because I told you I got like the mind of a 50-year-old, right? So there are different types of debt. Basically, how do you pay it back? That is the types of that's the different type of debt. So for example, when I went to get my house at 25, I had proof that I knew how to pay student loans. The student loans on my credit card, but they wanted at least 3 lines or 3 types of debt that showed I can pay back. But showing you can pay back with a credit card doesn't make the mortgage company feel good about you. Because they're like, so what? You can pay back a credit card. I want to see another installment loan. So a student loan, a car note, you see? And so I'm not saying go get, because this is only 10% of your score. I'm not saying go get, more debt for type of debt, which is 10% of your score. I'm just saying as you get older, you'll start to accrue different types of debt, but just know that typically they're just looking for the credit bureaus are rating you by how you manage different types of debt. Because just because you can pay back with revolving debt credit cards doesn't mean you can pay back installment loans like a mortgage. Got it? Good. Got it? Got it. Okay. Yeah, so yes, that is considered credit mix. Someone asked that. So length of credit history is 15% of your score. So that's an average. And typically they're looking at your revolving debt. Well, that's not true. A length of credit history, they're looking at an average of all of your debt. So they're looking to see all of your debt on average. How long have you had credit? How long have you been successfully navigating credit? So it's not like, so I might have said, oh, I opened up my first credit line, my first credit card, say like 20 years ago. So my length of credit history is 20 years. That's not true because I have a 20-year-old card, let's just say, and I've got a 2-year-old card. 20 plus 2 is 22, right? 22 divided by 2 because I have 2 types of debt. Now my length of credit history is 11. So do you see when you're opening up new credit, you are literally lowering the length of credit history because it's an average. Every time you open up new credit, you're breaking your credit history down, 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 down. So be mindful of opening up new credit that you don't need because it's going to affect 15% of your score and your length of credit history. Okay, that is number 3, length of credit history. Got it? Got it. Let me make sure. Y'all can hear me good? I just want to make sure. Okay. I'm just looking to make sure my team is like, we good. Okay. So 30% of your score is amounts owed or utilization. It means you have every revolving credit card. Well, yes, every revolving credit card or every revolving type of debt, which is credit cards, has a balance or has a limit, right? And they want to know from what you could borrow. So let's just say, let's pretend this is my big old, I don't know what this is. Let's pretend this is my big old credit card, right? And this big old credit card has a limit of $100. And my balance, meaning what I owe to this big old credit card, is $50. So limit 100, balance 50. That means my utilization is 50%. That means half of this card is already being utilized. That's too high. That's too high, right? Because it means that I'm using too much of the limit allotted to me. They want to see that you're really not using more than 30%. That's it. They want you to have about 70% utilization left over. And that's an average. So you have this card. Say I have this card and I always forget. I'm like, I love me a prop. If you ever watch my videos, sister love her a prop. Let me grab these. I don't know what these are, but this is cool. So I love me a prop, right? So credit card number 1, $100 limit. Credit card number 2, $100 limit. I'm using 50% of this card. I have a $50 balance, no balance. So I have 2 credit cards. One is half is being used, the other one not being used at all. Remember, your utilization is an average. So if I put these 2 together, on average, I'm using 0 and half of this. Altogether, I'm only using 25% of my balances. You see that? Because I'm using half of this, so I fold it in half. So that means half is left, half is left, half is left. So 75% is left over, 25% is being utilized. I'm under 30%. I'm pretty good. Now, if you're trying to buy a house, they really want to see you lower, like in the 5, 10, 15% range. But for day-to-day usage, under 30% is what you're trying to be. Now, here's what people do. They say, whoop, whoop, I don't even use this card. I'm finna throw it away, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up, cut it up. Boom. Now, I was at 25% when these 2 cards were together. Now that I've gotten rid of this card, guess what? Now I'm at 50% again because I got rid of a card that was bringing down my utilization by the nature of just being there. You see? So you want to be mindful when you are leaving or closing credit cards. How is it going to affect your utilization? Will you still stay under 30%? Do the average. So add up your credit card limits, add up your balances, right? Divide it and see what's left over. If you are not going to stay under 30%, do not get rid of this card, okay? Do not get rid of the credit card. Just keep it open, put something light on it. Got it? Good. So that's utilization. And utilization is 30% of your score. That's tremendous. That's 1/3 your score. When I met Superman, my husband, his credit score was like a 630 or something like that, which is not that great. We'll go over the credit scores later, right? And so I couldn't understand why. I'm like, are you late on anything? He said no. So we're looking. He had one card. I think it had like a $500 limit, and he had a $400 balance on it. He was at 90% basically utilization. He was using almost all of the card. That is one of the worst things you can do. And I was like, well, do you have the money to pay off? And he was like, yes, I got this card because I wanted to show that I knew how to use a card wisely. So I used it, and I've been paying a little bit a month to show I can make monthly payments. I'm like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Who told you that? I said, no, no, pay it off. So he paid it off. And then his credit score jumped within 3 months to a 750 as a result, because he went from a utilization of 90% to utilization of 0, which is great. Okay? So be mindful of your utilization. Got it? Good. Okay. We rolling now. All right. Credit score range. Now I'm going to try. I don't know. I'm going to try again to bring up the PowerPoint because I want you guys to see. I'm going to try again to see if I can bring up the PowerPoint for you. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's see. Oh, whatever, I'll pick it up later. Let's see. I want to show you the credit score range. Share. Sharing screen is ones. Okay. Can you see it? Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to give you, this is the next one. Okay, credit is Bay. FICO score ranges 300 to 850. Can you see it? I hope you can. I'm going to give you just a few seconds to take a picture real quick. If you can't, you'll let me know, I'm sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to stop sharing it because it might not be working. You guys got it? Take a picture, take a screenshot. Got it? Got it? Good. All right, were you able to see it? I hope so. Okay, you weren't able to see it? Dang! Yo, technology really is something else. You know what? It's fine. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to go over the credit. That's really crazy that you can't see it. You know what? I know I'm going to do. Let me hold you. Okay, I'm going to see. Application window, your entire screen. Girl. I don't know what they're talking about. No. I want to stop sharing. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to do it in a different way because it's letting me. I want to try to do it like the way we did before. The way we did before, which of course I can't remember because I've got the mind of a 5-year-old. Share. It just really pisses me off that it's not trying to be my friend. Like, why? Ma'am, I don't want the big old screen. Let's see if we can see it when the screen looks smaller. Can you see it like this? I can actually see myself, so let me see. You know what? I'm trying to peek to see if you can see it. You know what? We're just not going to do this. It's fine. It's fine. I really like to show you guys because, it makes it easier, but it's fine because we'll be here all day trying to figure it out. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's fine. Okay. So credit score ranges. All right, let's get started. So I don't know if I told you this because I don't know if this is before the whole we broke the internet. One, if you can't comment for whatever reason, it's because there's too many people. There's literally thousands of people on. I think up to 1,500, you're allowed to comment. And then after that, they shut it down as far as comments. Two, if you stay till the end, I actually have a really awesome tool that I'm going to give you or access to. And it's worth $500. And it's what took me from being a preschool teacher to a mini millionaire. So, I think I don't know if I mentioned this before because I don't know if you guys could see me then or hear me then, but my net worth is in the 7 figures. The beginning 7 figures, but 7 figures nonetheless. That was never so before. I'm completely debt free. I paid off my parents' house last year. I bought 2 homes. My husband and I bought 2 homes, both in cash. Paid off student loan debt in cash. So it's just, I'm just sharing all of that because it's possible. I mean, there's nothing aside from me being silly. There's nothing extraordinary about me. And I want to share how you can do the same. And I'm going to be giving it away for free at the end. It's worth about $500, give or take, because I'm going to be selling it soon. But I wanted to give first crack at it to y'all for being here because I like to invest in people who invest in themselves. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so credit, excellent credit. So here's what you need to know about credit. 750 is the beginning of excellent credit. Right? So 750 to 850 is A++ credit. So people beat themselves trying to, I have an 802, that's cute, but guess what? The interest rate that you're going to get at 750 is the same interest rate that I'm going to get at 802. So if your girlfriend's like, I got an 850, cute boo-boo, but me and you at 750 and 850, we the same because credit bureaus and lenders look at you as a range, so not individual numbers. So an 802 is not better than a 750. No. 750 to 850 is A+. Then 749 to 680, so you want to write that down, is very good. So anything from 680 to 749, you're looking at very good. You're looking at a good, strong A, and then 679 to 620, you're looking like a B. You're like in the B range, right? And let's see, 629, and then what did I say? 750 to 850, A+, 680 to 749, very good. 620 to 879, that's good, like a strong B+. 580 to 619 is satisfactory, so you're looking like in the B- B range, and then 550 to 579, that's unsatisfactory. So you're looking at like the CD range. And then anything other below 550 is considered really poor. So what you really just need to know about the range of credit is ideally you want to get as close to 750 as possible. Because really when they're looking at credit, this is what they're saying. When they're looking at credit, they're saying that the closer you are to 300, the closer you are to bankruptcy. And if you're in bankruptcy, you can't pay nobody back. As a matter of fact, when you're in bankruptcy, they're literally telling your creditors, leave her alone. She can't pay nobody, And so you want to get as close to 750 as possible, okay? And so that's just, just keep that in mind, that's really what's important. So we have some credit FYIs, and I feel really bad because honestly, I've done this class so many times before, and the PowerPoint always works, and now it doesn't want to, because I wanted you to see what I was talking about. It's okay. Get your pen ready. I'm going to share with you because I'm not going to try that again. So credit FYI, your credit score is like a GPA. It's the average of your credit choices. So remember I talked about before that some people can see your GPA, right? So you got a 4.0 or 3.8. People can see your GPA and send you and do a soft inquiry to see your GPA. They pay for that. And they'll send you like pre-approval letters, right? So, but your credit score really is like your GPA, right? It's an average of all of your choices. So here's the thing. People ask me all the time, well, if I pay off this card, what will my credit score be? I don't know. And here's why I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what your other grades are. I don't know what you got freshman year. I don't know what you got senior year. I don't, So all I do know is that if you keep getting A's in credit, meaning paying back your lenders, you will eventually raise your GPA. So just know that for sure. There's no way really to know how one thing is going to affect your score. Like Superman, so think about your GPA. The less grades you have, the more effective one new grade is going to be. Superman, the reason why he was my husband, the reason why he was able to raise his credit score from over 100 points, like I think 130 points in like 3 months, is because he only had just a few grades. He didn't have that many things that he borrowed money from. So that meant that when he did right by one, it easily raised, because the average only has to split 3 ways. Me, I've got like 10 things. So if I do one good thing, it's not going to raise all the things very quickly. I would have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good things in order really to start to raise my credit score. Okay, you got it? So just be mindful that your credit is an average of your choices. And it might take for some people very quickly to raise your credit score. And for some people, you might have to truck along slowly. Okay? Got it. And so I'm going to see if I'm going to send you, because I'm going to send you the PowerPoint. How about that? I'll see if I can send it to you via email. Okay? Because I feel bad. All right. So I see some of you saying that, I wish I could see it. All right. So what else? Negative info. This is really important. Anything that's over 2 years old on your credit report does not have a major effect on your GPA, on your credit score. Anything over 2 years old. So it doesn't mean that something that you paid 2 years ago, you don't owe it. What I'm saying is that it doesn't have the same effect as something that happened yesterday. So think about it like this. If I want to borrow your car, my sister Lisa wants to borrow your car. You say, hey, Tiffany, when's the last time you were in a car accident? I say 5 years ago. Hey, I've only been in one accident. Lisa's only been in one accident. Tiffany was in a car accident 5 years ago. Lisa was in a car accident 5 days ago. Who are you going to let borrow your car? Me! Because my accident is not as relevant. It was 5 years ago. Same thing with your credit. The credit mistakes you made 2 years ago or over 2 years ago are not relevant. They care more about what's happening now. So what's happening now carries more weight. That's what's so great about it. Because if you make good financial choices now, you can offset the bad financial choices you might have made before. So just keep that in mind. Any and all of your creditors, and this happened to me, can cancel your credit cards or increase your interest rate if you're ever late on any of your other accounts, which is terrible. So for example, I was late on my mortgage when I lost my house before I lost my house during the recession to foreclosure. I was late because I couldn't pay it. So I was late back to back to back for like a year. I think it took like 2 years for them to take the house. So do you know what happened? My credit card companies that were not related, like shut my card down. One of them lowered my balance really low. I was like, what does me having been late on my mortgage have to do with you? Because they did a soft inquiry and saw Tiffany's score is tumbling. She's thinking I have no money. We don't want her to give her access to too much credit. So we're going to shut down the card or lower her limits. And I was like, wow. So just keep that in mind. That, if you're late someplace else, it can affect a totally different company over here. Okay, got it? Good. I told you I'll take your questions at the end because you guys have a lot of questions. Let's see what else. Keep your balances, like I said, ideally low, between under 30% for just day to day. But if you're trying to buy a house, you really want to stay really under 15% to really show that you have the capacity to borrow. Because you have to think about it this way. If you already owe to capacity here, how is a mortgage company supposed to feel comfortable lending you more money when you already at capacity? So you want to bring your capacity all the way low. So they say, oh, you have plenty of space to pay for your mortgage every month. So if you're looking to buy a house, that's where you want to get credit, or just want to have decent credit in general. Bring down how much of your balance that you're using versus your limit. Bring it under 30%. Got it? Good. So let's talk about some credit solutions. Wow, you guys can hear me? I'm just looking like, sorry. Yeah. You had it at one point? I don't know. Please try again. You want to try to go back to the PowerPoint? It was up? Okay, so we're going to try. I know you guys really want to see it. And honestly, I would like for you to see the PowerPoint. I'm going to try. Let me know. Sheesh. Let me see. I'm trying to think if this is the one that actually works. Webinar Jam sharing wants you to contact screen, application window, or your entire. I'm going to try my entire screen. Let's see if this does good. Share. Okay. So I'm going to try. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys see? Is this Is this good? I think you can see, because I think I can see, which is a good sign. I'm not gonna make it like big like I was doing before. I feel like this is the way that was blurry though. Can you guys see? I'm trying to look down there. Can you see? Okay. What if I make it all the way big? Can you see then? Can you see? I wish I could see the bad part about making it like this. I can't see as well. I mean, I can't see y'all. So if I make it big, can you see? I'm about to take it down for a second just so I can see your responses. If I make it big, can you see? Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about around here? If I make it big, can you see it? Ooh, got it. I don't know. I can hear you. Yes, you can see it. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. Yes. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do that. Woo, child. Okay. So I'm just gonna make it big so that way you guys can take some screenshots real quick. Okay. So we covered all this, and that way we can go on to the next one. So take a quick screenshot of this. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna give you some solutions because this was really just I want you to understand how your credit score is calculated, but I want to give you some solutions and how do I fix it? So that's what we're going to talk about next. So really stay and listen, okay? Got it? Take a picture. Next one, this is your FICO score ranges. Take your screenshot, take a picture. You know, you can Instagram. Yeah, I look cute for Instagram. Take it for Insta. Okay. Yeah, Instagram, you know, just tag me at the Budgetnista. If you're learning, you're feeling good, got this picture, took a screenshot, got it, good. This one is a little bit longer. So I'll give you a little bit, you know, it doesn't take long, take a picture. So take a picture, take a screenshot. So I'm glad, I hope it's working. I'm like, yay, because honestly, I think visually, because like some of you said, you're a visual learner and I am too. That's why, like I said, I'm very conscious that you might be an auditory learner. So obviously I'm speaking to you. You might be a visual learner. So I always have visuals available. You might be a kinesthetic learner. That means you need to move as you learn. So that's why taking notes works so well for some people. And so, most people are a mix of the three. So it's important for you to listen, for you to see, and for you to take notes. So that way you really are ingraining the lessons into you. So now we're going to go on to credit solution. I'm just going to pull out for a second and make sure that you guys can see. Stop screen share for a minute. It's fine. I can see it both ways. Yay, we did it. Let me just take it off now for a second. Okay, good. Woohoo. I feel good that we did it. All right. So let's go on to credit solutions. Are you ready? Yes. I know. I did. I feel so accomplished. Me and tech, I tell you. All right, good. All right. So I'm going to show you the other screen, but I just want to talk about it first. So we're going to talk about credit solutions. So here's some, and also too, know this. After class, because there's just so much craziness, I'm actually going to send you a freebie. My freebie this is for everyone. Top 3 ways to raise your credit score. I'm going to send it to you via email because I just feel bad for, so look after class. Literally, I think it's going to be called the email. Like, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to name the title. It'll be credit class freebie. So like, if you don't see it, check your spam, type in credit class freebie. Because like I said, I know I feel bad that, you missed out on some of the information tonight. So, well, no, you didn't miss out, but we had such tech difficulties. Okay. All right. So let's talk about credit solutions. 1, make on-time payments by automating via your bills account. Okay. So here's the thing. I believe in having multiple accounts. Okay. So here are the basic multiple accounts that you should have. Write these down. Account number 1, you likely already have it. I like to call it your deposit account. Deposit account. So that's account number 1. That's the account where your money is deposited. This is your regular checking that you already have. So if you paid at work, whether you deposit it physically yourself, whether you get direct deposit, this is your regular checking account that's attached to your debit card. So that's that's account number 1, deposit account. She said, stop moving. Oh, well, I'm gonna bring it back. Some of you said stop moving. I'm gonna bring it back. Don't worry. So you'll be able to see. So I still want to show you the credit solution. Okay. So 2. So account number 2, so deposit account. Account number 2 is your bills account. So I believe in having a separate checking account, ideally at the same bank, specifically for bills, right? And so what does that mean? That means your money lands here in your deposit account, and then you separate some of your money, knowing, so typically when I was a school teacher, I would know how much my bills were from the 1st to the 15th, from the 16th to the 31st. So the first check of the month was for the second half of the month. So I'm like, let's just say the second half of the month, my bills were $1,500, let's just say. So that means, let's just say I got paid $2,500 every 2 weeks. So that means first check of the month, $2,500 lands in my deposit account. Then I transfer $1,500 of that to my bills account, my second checking account. And that money is going to automatically pay my bills. And I just make that transfer. And usually I would automate that transfer so I don't have to think about it. And then I would say, hey, bills account, my second important account, pay my bills automatically. And so that's what's so great about it. Because when you pay your bills automatically, remember, oh, I didn't even tell you the 35%. You guys didn't tell me. I said the 5 components of your credit score. The 5th component of your credit score, and the most important, is payment history. That's 35% of your score. More than 1/3 of your score is payment history. Do you make payments on time? Do you make payments in full? So you can automate 35% of your credit score by paying money automatically from your bills account and just making the transfer every 2 weeks or every week or once a month whenever you get paid. So the second account is your bills account. So remember, deposit account where your money lands. 2, the bills account where you're going to separate your bills and have your bills automatically be paid for you, right? And then the third account I like to have is an online only savings account. So I don't really like saving my money at a regular bank because you have too much access, right? And you want to make your money inconvenient because inconvenient money gets saved. So I like online only savings accounts because, so like an Ally Bank, I think there's like Capital One 360, I think is an online only bank. Barclays, or just type in online only bank and you'll find a bunch of them. And so what I do is at my online only bank, I put my savings there from my deposit. The deposit account is the center. I don't play sports. Is that the center on the basketball team? Whatever. So it's the one that passes the money, the ball, to the other accounts. So it passes the money to the bills account, passes the money to, I have a few online only savings accounts. So I use Ally right now anyway. So like I have a house savings account to buy more property. I had at one point a car savings account. I have savings accounts for my niece and my nephew, so it sends money there. And what I love about an online only bank, because they don't have the brick and mortar, I can't go to the bank and pull money out. Right. And because it's online only, it takes about at minimum 24 hours for your money to transfer from your online only bank back to your deposit account. So you would link them. And what's so great about that, it means that you have to wait. There is no impulse buying. There is no swiping away at Target because your money is sitting 24 hours away. You know what I mean? And because they don't have the brick and mortar too, it means that they don't have that overhead, and their interest that they pay you on your money is way more. So at a brick and mortar regular bank, right, the interest rate that you're going to earn on your money is like 0.0001%. So like a piece of a penny, right? But at like an online only bank, you might earn, I've seen some as high as 3%, 2%. So way, way, way more you're going to earn. So it makes your money inconvenient and you're going to earn more interest. So you got it? Got it. Okay. Are you guys not able to see me? I'm like, what is happening here? I'm just looking at some of your questions. Okay. So that's credit solutions number 1. Make on-time payments, automate your money via your bills account, pay down debt, especially your credit cards, get below 30% utilization. I'm going to bring up the screen again so you can take a picture. Piggyback, that means become an authorized user. Your grandma has great credit, your mama has great credit, your sister has great credit. I did this for my baby sister, Lisa, added her onto a card because she gets to inherit my good behavior from my card. So when I pay off my card every month, it looks like we did. I do not issue Lisa a card. And if Lisa is bad with her credit, it does not affect my credit. Because one, she's not getting my card, and what she does with her cards has nothing to do with me. But that one card that I added her onto, as I use it wisely, she looks like she uses it wisely. So she gets to inherit that good behavior and raise her credit score. So that's called piggybacking. But be mindful who you do that with, because, essentially they have like access to your social security number. So you really want it to be a family member or somebody you really trust. Okay. So 4, pay with pennies. I call it jump like Jordan. So I'm from the era of Jordan. Okay. And so how you do this is that you get one card that you get to a zero balance. You might open up a card, but you want to get to a zero balance. And once you get that card to a zero balance, you want to pay it off in full every single month, because something magical happens. It's buffering. Oh, my life today. Something magical happens. If it's not buffering on your end, okay, good. Whew, I'm like, I just can't today. Good. Something magical happens when you pay off a card, not just a card, but debt in full. whether it's a mortgage, a car note, $5 on your credit card. So I have tricked. One of the ways I was able to raise my credit score from a 547 to 802 is that I was able to, I did this with 2 cards. I had 2 Jump Like Jordan cards, 2 cards with 0 balances that I put something inexpensive like Netflix. And I think my gym membership was like $25 a month. So you want to charge no more than like 20 or $30 a month on these 2 cards automatically. So Netflix charge this card, bank account, gym charge this card. And so these 2 cards were charged, and guess what? Bill's account paid those cards every month. So Netflix, gym charged these cards, Bill's account paid off these cards, and it didn't need me. I took those 2 cards and I left them home. And so I let that cycle continue without me, because what it looked like is every single month, Tiffany is paying off, not just making a payment, paying off debt. Paying off debt is like, woo, 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 woo. Like, it's like a huge deal. Even if it's $20, even if it's $5, the amount doesn't matter. It's the habits that gives you the points. So you see how you could trick your credit score to jump like Jordan, right? So it's just really a great tip. You don't have to do it with 2 cards. I did it because I was extra, but it really helped. So paying off a card in full is really going to help significantly automate that process. Here's the key. Listen closely, okay? The key with paying off the card in full every month is you want to pay after the statement date. Write that down, because you guys always ask me this. After the statement date. What that means is typically when you have a bill, you get a statement, right? So now these days we get it online. You don't get too many paper statements. So let's just say, so you get a statement. You can call your credit card company and say, when is my statement date? A statement means that the credit card company has officially let the credit bureaus know, Brittany, Trevor, Cassandra, Phyllis, Cassie, I'm just reading your names, has used the card. The statement indicates that. And you want to pay by the due date, because obviously you don't want to be late. The reason why you want to pay after the statement date is if you pay it before, that means they didn't even get a chance to let the credit bureaus know card used, card paid. Card used, card paid. Okay? So you want to pay after the statement date, right? After, really big, before the due date. Okay? Good. All right. Good. If you guys, okay. Got it? I want to see got it. Like, let me know. Got it? All right. 2, secured card. So a secured card is like a credit card with like training wheels. Okay? And so it's just a card where literally you put down the security for it. So when you're using a credit card, it is secure. A regular credit card, an unsecured card, it really is secured by the bank that you're using the card from. Okay? And so what that means is, what happened? What do you mean? Oh, I'm just reading. I'm like, Lord, this has not been a good day. Not that it's not a good day. It's a good day. It's always a good day. Under the Lord's sky, it's always a good day. But Al Gore's internet is acting up today. And so a secured card is typically an unsecured card. The bank puts up the money. Every time you swipe your card, you're literally borrowing money from that bank. That's how you pay interest on what you don't pay back within usually about a 2 or 3 week time period, right? So with a secured card, you're using the card to secure. You're using your own money to secure that card, meaning anywhere as low as $200-$300, upwards of $1,000 plus, that you will literally bring to the bank or transfer the money over. They will put it into a money market or savings account. They will issue you a card for the amount that you put up, and you will swipe and you will pay, and you will swipe and you'll pay off. If you do not pay, secured cards are great for young people who are just trying to build credit and for people with bad credit, because the bank doesn't quite trust either one of you yet. If you do not pay this secured card off, like your balance, guess what? They got your money. They will use your money to pay off the card instead, and then cancel it and then give you back the rest of your money if there's any money left over. So here, a secure card is like a card with training. It's like being in like detention, right? A little bit, because it's like you're messed up or you're new in school, which you shouldn't be in detention. But basically, it's really like kind of like being in detention. And I say that to mean that this is not the place to play around. You already in detention. If you mess up with your secured card, you're really going to mess up your credit score. So don't get a secured card unless you're really ready for it. Okay? Got it. Good. Okay. So last but not least, don't co-sign. Co-sign is the worst. These are some credit solutions. Now, I mean, there's some extraordinary circumstances where co-signing is like, okay, but on the rule of thumb, co-signing is typically not a good idea. Because when you co-sign, you are literally saying that person's debt is my debt. I am equally responsible for that car, for that student loan, for that credit card, whatever it is, I am equally responsible. So if that person does not pay, not because, even if they're not irresponsible, maybe they get sick, maybe, maybe they pass away, which is really terrible, but maybe that, because I actually knew of a student when I went to Rutgers when I first started college. And I remember a young guy, he had private student loans. And typically with private student loans, you have to get a cosigner, his parents co-sign. And he had an aneurysm and passed away. He had to be like a sophomore. Now, you know what happens when you leave school, right? After 6 to 9 months, they send you your first bill for your student loans. So his parents, after him being gone for like 6 to 9 months, got a bill for his student loans. And they were like, what? It was in the paper. I remember it was so sad. And they were like, how can you bill us? Our son has passed. And because they were like, well, your son's not in school anymore. He owes these student loans and you're a co-signer. So since he can't pay, you got to pay. Wow. They serious about getting their money, So co-signing is really just not a good idea. I'm going to try to show you the sign again. Okay. I'm going to try to show you real quick. And I got something exciting to share while I try to share this. Let's see if it will be my friend. Okay. Let's see if it'll be my friend. Credit is Bay. So I think you took that picture already. And then this is the other one, Credit Solutions. So I'm going to give you just a few minutes to do Credit Solutions. Credit Solutions, 5, 4. Take a picture. Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So let me stop sharing. Turn my screen share off. Got it. Okay. Woohoo! All right. So awesome. And like I said, I'm gonna look out for an email after this because I'm like, I know we had a rough time today. So look out for an email after this. I will give you the freebies, and I'm gonna give you my top 3 tips for raising your credit score, because I'm like, I just feel so bad about this. So it should say credit freebie, the email. It will just be inside the email. Okay. All right. So I'm really excited because honestly, I don't get to do classes like this a lot because I speak a lot. I travel a lot. I'm trying to slow down, but ain't no such thing. I'm always writing a book. And so I try my best to really get to classes like this. I'm gonna take your questions in a minute, but because at one point I was a financial hot mess, and I know what it feels like to be a financial hot mess. And I promised myself that I was going to be the Sojourner Truth child, Harriet Tubman, okay, of financial education, meaning that when I got free, we all get free. I'm coming for you, okay? Some of y'all don't even know you're not free. Remember, Harriet says, I would have freed more folks if some of them would have only known that they were in bondage. Some of you guys don't even fully understand that you're in bondage, and I really make it my point to free as many people as I can. And like I said, when my credit score dropped from an 802 to a 547, it really started my journey. But my journey really started at home with my parents. And as I started to seek knowledge, I realized that I didn't have all the answers. So fixing my credit, I realized, like, for example, I reached out to my father, who's a CFO, but then I also reached out to friends of mine who are credit experts. And I started building what's called a money team. Someone type in money team. Money team. It's not there. Well, don't worry about it. Someone said you can't see it. It's fine because I'm just going to send it. Okay. Money team. And so with the money team, so I brought on a credit person to help me raise my credit score. Yes. Then I was like, and I'm going to share with you who should be on your basic money team. This is what I started with. So your significant other, if you have one, because you should be on the same page. An accountant, depending on how complicated your taxes are. If you have children, a home, or a business, you likely need an accountant that you meet with at least once a year. If you have a business, 4 times a year. Your children should be on your money team if you have children. Financial advisor. At some point, everyone should be getting a financial advisor. Experts should be on your money team. And so remember I told you I was going to share some secrets of how I went from preschool teacher to mini millionaire. Well, I'm sharing them now, and I'm going to give you like an extra $500 bonus, right? So the purpose of credit is not just to have good credit, it's to build wealth. I know I see some of you say you didn't see it, that's fine. Who would like to build wealth? Type in wealth for me, But one thing I've learned, the number one lesson I learned about building wealth is that you cannot build wealth alone, right? You need I'm going to share you some of the next level people that you need, because this is who I have now. Lawyer, I have a stock instructor, real estate expert, negotiating expert, retirement coach, fellow business owners, publicists, stylists, student loan expert. I have so many people on my money team, and it has been the single most important switch that I made to go from 6 figures to 7 figures. Like literally, I went from 6 figures to 7 figures. Like I struggled my way to 6 figures all by myself, learning everything by myself, putting the burden on myself. And in 1 year, I brought on a new money team member, my business partner, Jabril, and I went from 6 to 7 figures, right? And then I brought on more money team people and I went to multiple 7 figures. And I was like, whoa. And that's when it made me realize, it's like a quote that says, like, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others, something to that effect, you know? So I thought to myself that, and even now I'm hiring someone new to my money team. I wanted a certified financial planner. I'm a financial educator, a certified financial planner, someone who could help my husband and I really look at our money, because we are making good money. But I wanted to grow generational wealth. And I said, I feel like I have taken myself as far as I can go with my knowledge. And that going from 6 figures to 7 figures taught me this. It taught me that in order to go from here to here, I needed another team member. And so I interviewed like 15 different certified financial planners. And I found one. You know how much it's going to cost me? At minimum, certified financial planners, if you're paying out of pocket, because you can pay 2 ways. You can let them get a percentage of what you invest, which I was like, nah, because in the long run, that's a lot of money. Or you could pay them basically like monthly, or really they like to be paid, like it's usually like a 1-year contract that you pay monthly. The one I ended up choosing was $15,000. $15,000. And the lowest that people were quoting me, I think the lowest quote for a certified financial planner, let me do the math. I think she said she was $250, which honestly, I ain't never heard of that low before. $250. And that was on the low end. 250 times, I'm just doing the math. What's 250 times 12? 250, come on now. 250 times 12. I'm doing the math on my computer, on my calculator. $3,000. So on the low end, that was $3,000 for a financial planner. On the high end, $15,000. And so I'm sharing that because I'm teaching you, do you know how expensive it is to have folks on your team? But that 15,000 might bring me to 10 million. Do you see? And I am willing to invest that 15,000 because guess what? One thing I do for sure is that when I learn, I teach. When I learn, I teach, because it is impossible to do this thing on your own. And so I went at one point, like I said, to negative $300,000 in debt. It was less than 10 years ago, to now a net worth of 7 figures. And now really, I want to get to a net worth of 8 figures. I want to see double millions, right? I want to see 10 million, 15 million, and it's more than feasible, but I can't do that alone, and neither can you. And so like, it's imperative that you have help. And so I created something to give you access to my money team, because literally the same people that helped me, I have been sharing them over and over and over, but then I created a space where you could formally have access to those folks, right? So I, for example, you might see me on TV, you might see me with media, you might see me with books, you might see me, I do a lot of spokesperson work. I just signed a 6-figure spokesperson work contract the other day. All of these things is because I have a spokesperson agent. I have a publicist that gets me on TV. My business partner is a marketing genius. I've got just team members that, like I said, help me with debt. I'm debt free now. My credit score is back up. I needed help with that last little bit of credit. And I thought to myself a few years ago, how do I share what I'm learning? Not even just share what I'm learning, because I used to share what I'm learning, but how do I actually share the people with y'all? And so I created something, and you might have heard of it, because cultivating a money team is not easy. So I created something called the Live Richer Academy. If you heard of it, someone says LRA, if you heard of the Live Richer Academy. It is my baby. I am so proud of it, because it is a space and a place that I specifically created so you don't have to pay $15,000 a year for one person. But I'm excited. You know, so crazy. I'm so excited to work with this new financial planner, because you know what? What she teaches me, I'm going to teach you, and you don't have to pay $15,000 for it, you know? And so if you're already a member of the Live Richer Academy, let me know. Just say LRA, baby. And so I can't learn every single specialty. And once I understood that, I realized that the more people that I added to my knowledge base, to my money team, the greater that my wealth grew. And I am a living testament. But truly, there are 3 things you really need in order to reach financial freedom. So get your pen out. This is a little bonus because we had such a tough time earlier, right? So here's a little bonus of 3 things you need in order to grow financial wealth and reach financial success. Here are the 3 things. You ready? 1, knowledge. Because when you know better, you do better. Those are you have to learn more. And so Carlos, my accountant, teaches me. My CFO, Rachel, trying to think, Sandy, Side Hustle Sandy. She's a dope friend of mine who teaches like women how to side hustle. Sandy earned $80,000, I believe, in 1 year on Amazon and paid off her student loan debt. Ash Cash, who's amazing. That's my brother from another mother. Ash Cash is a money mindset guru. I mean, he helped to totally switch the way I thought about money. He is on my money team. He's also inside the academy, as is Nativa, as is my credit coach, as is Sandy, Side Hustle and Sandy. Tila is a sister. I was inspired. I saw Tila pay off her mother's house, and this is what made me say, why haven't I paid off my parents' house? Why haven't I paid off their mortgage? So I did. Tila teaches how to trade your way from working a 9 to 5. So Tila trades. So all y'all who are interested in how do I buy and sell stocks, Tila Holcomb is amazing. She teaches that inside the academy. She is so dope. And she was able to stop working full time and just trade. And she teaches us how to do it. And all of these people cost literally hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year to work with. And I just, here's the thing. Having a money team, I'm not going to lie, costs. Although I might make several $1 million a year through my businesses, I pay out, I would say a good 30% of that in order to keep the money team rolling and going. But it's worth it to me, that investment. But I know that everyone can't make that investment. For example, Drina, my publicist, she starts off, she hates when I tell people because this is low for her, but she starts off at $3,000 a month. But you see me on national TV all the time. I'm the go-to financial expert for some of your favorite shows. Okay? And so first, knowledge. Knowledge is everything. You have to have knowledge. You have to know better to do better. Second, access. This is the second thing that's going to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. We have an access crisis. Someone type access. We have an access crisis. And the problem with access is, the problem that we're having with access is that there's not enough of it, especially for women. Women make up to 70% of the financial choices in our household, and we don't have access to financial resources and tools like we should. It's one of the reasons that I do what I do. It's because I want to provide access, right? I want to provide access to more folks. I want to provide real access because, yes, are there financial experts that cost $15,000 a year to bring your wealth from $2 million to $10 million? Yes, but they cost $15,000. That's not access. That's not access. Very few people can afford that. So what I try to do is take all this up here and bring it on down so people can have access to it. Access is super important. Someone has to open the door for you because there's some doors, literally, the door is like this on one side flat. The doorknob is on the inside, and someone has to open it and come and get you. I am the door opener, right? And so all I really ask for people is that once I open the door, bring you in and you get what you need, open that door and bring your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your mother, your sister in, okay? And so that part is important, access. So 3, community. This cannot be understated. How important community is. We work best in community. Somebody on the Unicorn Squad, that's my team, Yadalise, she lost 60 pounds. She was just telling us. She looks amazing. But you know what she said? She said she works out 5 days a week with a group of women every morning. Do you think that she'd be able to stick to that if she was just doing it by herself? It's been like nearly, I would say, over 6 months. She's been actively going and working out every single morning. I'm so proud of her. And I was just like, wow, because community is everything. You have to have access to people who are going through it with you. You need to be able to lean on each other. So knowledge, access, community, these things are critical. And that's why I added it to the Live Richer Academy. And something else that I added, because I've been very concerned about where we are with our finances. I met with Carlos, my accountant, like not too long ago, because I meet with him quarterly. And I was thinking to myself, Carlos, he said, Tiffany, every time I meet with him, he gets more and more worried because he said, I'm doing people's taxes and I'm seeing that they're making more, but they're able to do less. You know what I mean? Like we're literally moving backwards. And I said, why do you think that is? And he was like, honestly, the game is getting harder. Imagine being on a bike and you're like, oh, okay, you know, the more you ride, the easier the ride should be. But someone is turning up the resistance. So you're riding and riding, and it's literally getting harder and harder instead of getting easier. And so folks are turning up the resistance, and it's getting harder and harder that even if you make more, to manage your finances. And so I thought, well, how does not millionaire, like I have run a company, Tiffany, right? But how does preschool teacher Tiffany reach financial freedom? And so what I decided to do is I created something called the Financial Freedom Plan. It is literally a GPS system that walks you step by step to your version of financial freedom. And I'm really excited about it. It helps you, one, to define financial freedom, what it means to you. That helps you to accept that you can, because it's hard sometimes to accept that, yes, you can achieve financial freedom if you're willing to do the work, and gives you access to the tools and resources. Access is critical. That is the word, the buzzword, access. Like I said, type in access, right? So that is critical if you're wanting to make the switch to financial freedom. And I added the Financial Freedom Plan to the Live Richer Academy that I mentioned earlier, my online school. And I'm really proud of it because the Financial Freedom Plan is a game changer. It means that you are going to get the same steps and the same things that I had to do to reach financial freedom. I'm giving them to you, and all within the Live Richer Academy. The Academy has something also called Ask the Expert. It's a weekly live class with all of those experts. And I'm telling you, my money team, like Jabril taught a class. Carlos is teaching the class. Sandy, Nativa, Tila, Ash, Drina. Drina taught like 4 classes, my publicist, right? Ellie, who is my spokesperson agent. I mean, last year alone, I want to say we probably made collectively maybe, I say about maybe nearly $500,000 in just in spokesperson work. That's crazy, isn't it? Right? But you want to know how to do that. So access to those folks. Ellie charges me, well, I shouldn't say it, but she charges me a percentage. The typical percentage that you would get charged, because she probably be like, bump it. Ellie charges me 15% of what I make, right? But you get put on game in the Live Richer Academy. And so on top of that, intensives, not just Ask the Experts. Intensives are deep dive 1 month courses inside these are 1 month courses inside the Academy. You also get Inspire Her. It's a series of folks who really inspire me. And I feel like if you heard their story from beginning to end, you can see how you too can make that trajectory, right? And then also private community. So Financial Freedom Plan, Ask the Expert, intensives, Inspire Her, private community, all of that inside the Live Richer Academy. And I did a little bit of, and also my U Squad, the Unicorn Squad. I call them unicorns because they make magic happen every day. But I put all of that inside the Live Richer Academy, and I started to do some research on what people normally charge for something like that. And so other industries, not just financial industries, and typically you're looking at about $100 a month. And I thought to myself, does $100 a month equal access? I feel like no, it doesn't. And so what I decided to do was I said, I'm going to do something better. I am going to provide access, and I am going to drop what normal people are charging for something like this, and I'm going to drop it by 70%, 70, because I said, if I really am talking about access, then I have to make it real. I have to make it accessible. And instead of $100 a month with all of that I named, Financial Freedom Plan, Ask the Expert, Intensive, Inspire Her, private community, Unicorn Squad, all of that. So instead of $100 a month, it's $29.99 a month. And I'm proud of that number because it means for less than $50 a month. So $29.99 a month, I think it's like a $1.80 a day for, like, you can't even get a coffee, right? Can you get a coffee for $1.80? So for like the price of, I don't even know what you can get for $1.80, right? So maybe like a muffin or something, right? So the price of like a muffin, you can have access to growing wealth. And if you're a member of the Academy, say DB, that means you're a dream builder, right? And so what I really love about the Academy is, like I said, so right now the Academy, if you were to get a 1-year membership, we give you 2 months free, and it's $2.99 for the whole year. That's 2 months free. That is 87 cents a day. That's even less. You're literally like, that's a tremendous value. And I am, like I said, I'm proud of that because I see the members of the Academy, how they've leveled up. Right? So the Academy could be $1,200 a year, and it's $2.99. You really can't beat that. You know what? I forgot. I know some of you guys are asking, how do you get access? Right? I didn't even put it down. So here's the thing. I wanted to give something special before I sign up. I'm going to set aside, because this is something that I'm going to be selling out. I spelled it wrong. This is something I'm going to be selling, not the Academy, but I mean, obviously, yes, the Academy. So if you want, it's join. I'm just writing it down. Join LRA.com. So for those of you who want to join the Academy and get access, right? For 70% off. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. Join LRA.com, right? And so what I'm going to do, because I was creating a new product the other day. I said, this is something I've never taught before. Typically, I teach basic financial lessons, but more and more folks have been asking me, Tiffany, how I want to level up the way you did. I want to start a business. I want to make extra money on the side. How do I literally start a multi-million-dollar business? How do I start, maintain, and grow a multi-million-dollar business? So I started writing this course that I plan to sell, and I am. It's called The 3 Ps. This is like a long title. The 3 Ps I use to help me grow, maintain, help me start, grow, and maintain a multi-million-dollar business. So this is a class that comes along. The class is about a half an hour of packed full of information along with a digital workbook. And so I was going to sell this class. I'm going to sell this class because this is something that's not inside. This is not inside the Academy as a normal class. I have not shared it anywhere with anyone yet. This is not even a topic I typically talk about, but I really want to show people kind of like how to level up. And that class, I'm selling it for, when I make it live, $500, but it's not available to you to buy now. So that's not what I'm sharing with you now, but I'm sharing that because I'm actually going to give away access to, let's see, how many people? A few thousand people, 250. So 250 people who are on this live web class right now. If you sign up for the Live Richer Academy before I hang up, and I already know because you broke the internet earlier. So I already know. So if you go to joinlra.com, and you sign up, 250. So I know my admins are watching. So just the first 250 people that sign up before we hang up tonight, because I still have to answer your credit questions, I will give you access to that class. The 3 Ps that I use to create, grow, and maintain my multi-million-dollar business. I will give you access to that. But only 250, not 300, only 250. And I'm doing that because I want to encourage you to take action. I want to encourage you to invest in yourself. I want to encourage you to make a move. I can't give away more than 250 because, like I said, this is a product that I'm going to sell. And I mean, I can't run a business and give away everything. I give away a lot for free, but I can't give away everything. So 250, judging by the numbers that are here, 250 people that sign up before we hang up. So I'm going to try to drag it out a little bit. But if you sign up tonight before we hang up, you will have instant, because I already wrote it. The workbook is done. The video is taped. I'm really proud of it. I'm going to start doing more of these. So this will probably be part of a series, and each of them will be worth about $500. I'm going to sell it for about $500. Because I did some research and I said, that's more than fair, to sell it for that amount. But I'm going to give it away for free, and no one else even has access to it right now because it's not for sale right now. It's not for sale right now, but it's going to go up on my site once I, feel like it, quite honestly. But I want to give you crack at it first. So if you sign up tonight, right now, before I hang up at joinlra.com, you will instantly, I think you sign up and you'll get an email literally with the class and the ebook. And honestly, I'm really proud of it because there are 3 Ps that are essential for me. So I don't know if you know, but I have several businesses. I've got the Live Richer Academy. I've got the Budgetnista. I've got a marketing company. I've got a podcast that's a separate company. I've got a foundation. I feel like I'm missing one. Isn't that crazy? But I run multiple companies. And so, so this is not like a fluke that I'm like, oh, your companies make, millions of dollars a year. No. Like I have duplicated my process over and over and over and over again for successful companies. And I don't really teach business. If you know me as a Budgetnista. So for the first time, I'm taking a step out there, and you can't see it. It's join. Actually, I found my paper. This is actually better. I was looking for this. It's joinlra.com. So can someone type that in? Joinlra.com. Can you see it? So if you sign up tonight, just let me know I'm in. Let me know in the comments I'm in so I know. You will instantly get, but only up to 250. Like I said, there's a few thousand people watching now, so only up to 250 because obviously I have to save some left over because this is a new product for me. So I don't know if it sells well, which I really think that it is. I'm going to start rolling out more of these, so you really get first crack at it, but only if you sign up now while we are live. Because let me tell you something: the quickest path to success is action. Remember, the Academy, $250. $299 for the year. That's it. The thing that I'm giving you for free is $500. So literally, you pay for the Academy tonight at $299, and you literally get a $500 gift. You nearly double your investment. That's called investing. You literally double your investment. Let me know I'm in, and I'll shout you out. You literally double your investment as soon as you sign up for the Academy if you sign up for the yearly membership. Isn't that crazy? And so, because like I said, to me, access is everything. Access is the reason why I'm here. Access is the reason why I've been able to start a company and another and another and another. And I have other companies down the line. I literally have 2 other companies I plan to start this year because I want to grow generational wealth. And I want to share that with you. And this class, the 3 Ps of how I was able to create, maintain, and grow my financial my multi-million-dollar businesses. I'm like I said, I'm proud of it. And you get instant access if you sign up tonight while I'm on. Just someone type in I'm in. JoinLRA.com. If you're already a dream builder, just say DB. So if you're like, ooh, $299, a little tight, that's okay, because we have 3 membership options for the Live Richer Academy. Like I said, the Live Richer Academy has the Financial Freedom Plan, your GPS to the rest of your financial life. The Live Richer Academy also has Ask the Expert, intensives, Inspire Her, the online community, and it has the access to the U Squad, the Unicorn Squad, the best customer service that you're ever going to get. The best customer service you're ever going to get. They're amazing. And so the Academy's only getting better. Remember, I said you see on my papers here, I don't do anything halfway. I do research on all that I do. So when I really research with something like the Live Richer Academy, with all it provides, that it's about $100 a month. That's how much it costs. Just working with Nativa, the credit expert, she's like $150. I think Sandy sells. I think working with Sandy one-on-one might be $2 something a month. Ash Cash is a few hundred a month. Drina's $3,000. Ellie take 15%. My new certified financial planner, I'm going to get Angelie to come on, $15,000 for the year. That's how much Angelie is. All of that for $299 for the year. Because the Academy is $29.99 a month, so like less than $30 a month. If you pay monthly, if you want to pay monthly, if you want to pay for 6 months, you get 1 month free and makes it $149 a month. And for me, the best value, if you want to pay for the whole year and knock it out, you want to pay for the whole year and knock it out, it's $299. And like I said, the first 250 people that sign up while we're live tonight, I'm going to take your questions in a minute, are going to get access to, like I said, my class, the 3 Ps that help me to go from preschool teacher to mini millionaire and beyond. And so I'm just, so excited. So if you're already a member, let me know. If you're in, just say, I'm in. So you know what, to be fair, $29.99. Oh girl, I can't make it for $299. $29.99, right? $29.99. You're in. Okay, Shahara, welcome. Trevor, welcome. Let's see who else is in. Jill, welcome. Naya, welcome. Jill, Trevor. Wow. Okay. So Lakeisha, welcome. Angel. Angel. It's more than one Angel. My link is not working. Are you guys breaking the link again? JoinLRA.com. So that means you guys are rushing. The 250 might already be up, because are you guys breaking? Someone said the link is not working. Try again, please. Because so try to type it in. Sometimes that works. JoinLRA.com. So folks are likely rushing to lock in. And I said the first 250 will get that class and the workbook. And I'm super excited about it. I might add a little extra bonus on top of that. We gonna see. I like giving bonuses away when people take action, because I think that the biggest kind of like thing that holds folks back from getting from where they want to be to where they want from where they are to where they want to be is action. Take action tonight and you get $500 back instantly. You get the Academy for $299, $299 for the year. That's 2 months off. You get action immediately. You get immediate, boom, you get $500 back worth of value. on top of everything else inside the academy. You know, I mean, you really just can't beat that. And like I said, I'm really proud of the academy. It's come a long way. It's something like to be able to share all the people that, like I said, help me to grow wealth with y'all, but in a way that provides access, in a way that's attainable. It's supposed to be $100 a month. It's $29.99 a month. That's 70% off what everybody else is charging for something similar. And I'm proud of that number. I'm proud of that number because it means that more and more people are going to be able to do it. More and more people. Okay, Monisha, I see you in. Sioni. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry, Pamela. Welcome, Pamela. I'm the worst. Raisa, welcome. Latasha, Chantel. Wow, you guys are really like, okay, Misha. Georgia, is that your name, Georgia, for real? That's a pretty name. Erica, yes. Welcome to the Academy. Janiga, is that it? Janiga? So it's joinlra.com. Like I said, the Financial Freedom Pan GPS guide. So let me take some questions now. Shahira just joined. Wow, you guys are really like in here going crazy. So let me take some of you have some credit questions, ask me. If you have some questions about the academy, ask me. Like I said, joinlra.com. Ask me. And so for those of you who are already members, I see some of you are like, what about us? Well, obviously I cannot give away. Well, we'll see what I'm going to do for the current academy members, because like I said, this is something quite honestly. But here's the thing about the current academy members. Y'all already got a bonus before. Y'all got a huge discount on the academy before, right? You did. And so I can't give away, too much, because this is, like I said, a product that like I want to start to teach more business stuff, since I'm like, I feel like not perfected, but I have certainly shown that, okay, I know how to start, create, and grow a strong business. And so I'll think of something for the current academy members. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of Latashas. Okay, Latasha. Yeah. The link is not working. If the link is not working, try again. Joinlra.com. It's because probably everyone's trying to lock in and get 250 of y'all to try to get that bonus. Because like I said, literally there's thousands of people on this web class right now. I'm looking at the number. And so if even half of you, even 1/3 of you trying, then that means you might be overwhelming the system. Okay. So let's answer some financial questions, some credit questions, some academy questions. Let's see. If you have any questions, ask me. Let's see. Oh, I didn't butcher your name. Oh yeah, I'm glad I said it right. Yeah, Ari, you see, remember the old price? So that's why I can't be giving away. I mean, like I said, this class, the 3 Ps, I just have to be mindful about it. Okay, Sharitha, you trying to get in? Keep trying, Sharitha, because I think there might be a few. I'm going to see if my team, they'll let me know. I'm about to see. They message me. So they are a few. There's still a few left. So get it. Like I said, instantly, you sign up for the academy for a year, 6 months, 3 months, instantly, you get the benefit back instantly, but only while I'm live. That's why I've been trying to drag this out and holding this sign because my arm is getting not tired, because I can only guarantee it while I'm live, because after that, it just gets really messy. So while I'm live, while you're watching me, it just makes it easy that I can guarantee it while I'm here and I'm live. If you sign up, so keep trying. I'm going to answer some questions and keep trying. I'll answer some financial questions, credit questions. So this is a good question from Danielle. How do settlements reflect on your credit? So settlements are not a good thing, because really what you're saying, think about it, Danielle, when you settle credit, imagine you lent money to your sister and she owed you $1,000, and it took her, I don't know, 3 years. She still hasn't paid you. So finally you said, fine, I'll settle for $250. And she gives you $250. Now your other sister says, hey, Danielle, did Sissy Pooh pay you back your money? And you're like, well, we settled. She paid me $250. That doesn't look good, because now the new lender, your other sister, is looking at your younger sister saying you don't pay in full. So settlements look like you don't pay all your money back. So it doesn't mean that a settlement is the worst thing to do. It just means that you want to be mindful that it's worth it. Like, I wouldn't settle to save $100. So because you don't want to drag down your score for $100, I would settle to save hundreds or thousands of dollars. But also be mindful too that when you settle, if it's anything over, I think 600 or 650, I think it's 600. Anything over 650 or 600 that's forgiven might be subject to taxes. The federal government says Danielle owed $1,000. She only paid $200 back. That means she had $800 that she earned. Even though I didn't earn that, they're like, yes, Any money that you were supposed to pay but didn't is earned money. I want my tax money. And typically, you're likely, Danielle, for the average person is in the 30% tax bracket. So let's do 30% of 800. Clear. 800 times 30%. So you might end up owing the government $240. So just be mindful of that, okay? So settling is not the worst thing in the world. Know that it is going to show up in your credit report, and know that it's likely going to bring your score down a little bit. But if you're going to save hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, it might be worth it. But also know that you might owe on the money that you settled and didn't have to pay, okay? So medical bills, Jill, good question. Medical bills on your credit report. This is how medical bills are reflected. So like, if you guys have any questions, like I said, let me know you're in. Let me know if you're in. Because like I said, I'm trying to drag it out. So like, we just literally have just a few spots left. So I want to finish them off so you guys can, have them. So so like new laws have come out that make it that your medical debt that you owe doesn't carry the same weight, because really your credit score is supposed to show your credit worthiness. Like, do you pay back? And medical bills really are not a great reflection of that, because you might have had cancer. What does owing $30,000 for cancer have to do with your responsibility? Nothing. And so they don't count medical bills and debt against you as much as they did before. Okay. All right. Let me know if you're in. Naya's in. Another Naya? Oh, Fuel, are you in? Okay. Is it at any level? Yes. Any level that you sign up for, Fuel. If you sign up for 1 year, which is the one so this is typically what I do. So if you are a current dream builder, oh, you know what? How about this? If you're a current dream builder and you're month to month or 6 months, if you level up to $299, if you're my team and watching, if you level up to the 1 year membership, then you could be in the running for to get access to the 3 Ps to growing that I use to grow my multi-million-dollar business. I'll give you access to that if you level up from 1 year or not 1 year, from 1 month or 6 months to 1 year. Because some of you I know might want to level up, And don't forget, remember, check your email for freebies, because I'm going to send you a freebie since we had so much trouble tonight. I'm going to send you the free email. It should be going out pretty soon. Okay, you're in. Pamela's in. Welcome, Pamela. Stacy, Monica, Whitney. This is another Pamela. Chantel B. Okay. Carol, I see you. Wow. I just love to see how many people have joined us tonight. Ask your questions. Keep asking. What credit questions do you have from tonight? I'll just stay on a few. Monica, another Monica. I want to just see how many I'm trying to. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Chapadir, would I recommend someone who has not so good credit to pay for a credit repair specialist? Not necessarily. Because here's the thing. Credit repair specialists are typically going to charge you a few $100 a month, at least $100 a month. Chapadir, you can literally join the academy for the year and take our credit. Like Nativa, the credit expert, teaches several classes inside the academy. So it doesn't really, you can do it yourself. And sometimes it's better to learn to do it yourself. And because then that means if you ever fall into trouble again, you can fix it yourself. So, I mean, to me, it's only worth it if let's just say you're trying to buy a house in like the next 2 or 3 months and you're under a time constraint and, but typically I say do it yourself, quite honestly. Let me see. Who else? How do student loans affect your credit? Student loans are just a loan. They affect your credit just like any other loan, just like your mortgage, just like your car note. If you don't pay your student loans, they're going to report it to the credit bureau. It's going to bring your credit score down. Okay. Let me see what else. Let me see. I'm just reading some of your questions. Okay. Okay. I'm from Montreal, Canada. Lately, I've been interested in finance and investing, especially the American stock. How do I go about investing or buying stocks in the USA? Well, Risa, right? I probably say now, Raisa. You're inside the academy now. Tila's gonna teach you. We have a stock intensive, which is literally, remember, intensives are 3-week courses. It's a step-by-step guide inside the academy. So you're gonna learn there. We also have Tila teaches a course about how to trade stocks. So now that you're in, I see Carlene, I see you in. And so she's gonna teach you how to do so. So I wouldn't even, you're gonna learn. Stocks are not, that's why I hired my own financial like expert for that, because it's something I do like on the side, but if you really want to take it to the next level, you're going to want someone on your money team who specializes in that, and so that's critical. All right, let me know if you're in. Latasha's in. Deirdre, okay, welcome. All right, let me just take some more questions. Let's see. You're ready to take action. Yes, take action. Honestly, and then I'll kind of end on this, but okay, let me see. Olivia said, is there any way to dispute or help late payments to fall off? So Olivia, if a payment is over 2 years old, it's gonna likely. So the thing is, remember anything 2 years old or older is not having a heavy effect on your credit. So I likely would leave it. You can dispute, but remember your credit report is a report of what actually happened. So if you were late, that means it's not wrong. It doesn't mean that you can't dispute it and it might fall off, but technically they don't have to take it off because you were late. You see what I mean? And so sometimes people will dispute and then it will fall off and come right back on because it was true. Okay, let me see. Are your student loan balances considered a part of your debt to income ratio when you apply for a new mortgage? Heck yeah, girl. Kelly, I know firsthand. They look at that heavily. Student loans especially, because they're like, you owe these, so you got to pay these. Because if you owe $100,000 to student loans and you're trying to borrow $100,000 here, you already owe somebody $100,000. They will definitely take that into consideration. I know firsthand because last year, before I paid off my student loans, and our husband and I, we didn't know we were going to buy our house cash. We were looking for mortgages, and that was counting against me. Let me see. Let's see. Brittany's in. Welcome, Brittany. Who else is in? Let me know. Let's see. Kelly. Okay. Wow. Keep asking questions. So you can't get in, Sharitha. What's happening? Try from your phone. I really want you to get in, Sharitha. You get me stressed out. Try from your phone. Try from your computer. Try from a different. Because sometimes, let me see if I can actually go to joinlra.com. I'm trying to hold on. So, because I'm pretty sure that we're just about out. So I'm trying to hold on. Let me see, joinlra.com, see if it's opening up for me. Because sometimes you guys break the site, joinlra.com. It's working for me, but then again, it's likely because I have history on that site. Joinlra.com. Go. It's working for me, Sharitha. Try again. Try again. How many credit cards should you have? Ramona, good question. I would say, how many credit cards should you have? You should have, ideally, one is fine. I like to have one and a backup. I don't think anybody really needs more than 3. I mean, some people do this whole travel hacking thing. So I typically have one and a backup. So your credit card should be in alignment with the kind of points you want to earn. So I have my credit card that I mainly use I have my one credit card that I had since I was 19. I keep it for length of credit history. Because remember, if I close that credit card, I'm going to lose part of my length of credit history, which is 15% of your score, I believe. And then, so the other one I got a few years ago because it's a great travel card. And so I got it because I'm like, okay, so when I need to use a card, I might as well earn points for travel. And so, 1 or 2 should be fine. But the second one should be maybe it's a grocery card or a gas card. What type of benefit do you want that could be useful in your life, Oh, Anisha, oh, you're welcome. Did you join, Anisha? You did? Let me see. Let me see. All right. Are there any companies that offer a safe solution to monitoring credit? Yeah. So Discover has a credit monitoring thing. Credit Sesame has a credit monitoring. It's free. So yeah, there are definitely, and even typically what I found, Erica, is that your credit card usually has a credit monitoring component. Okay. So I'm about to hang up. So if you have not gone and grabbed, like I said, so if you don't know about my business, 1, I told you I have about 5 different businesses. 2, I have an audience of nearly 1 million women. This is what I'm teaching inside the class, how I did this. 3, and teaching inside the class, I made my multi-million-dollar business, how I grew my community to nearly 1 million women. It was something else. And then 4, I was teaching, it was something, how I was able to grow the Unicorn Squad. Because without your actual team, if you want to have a business, without actually your team, you're nothing. So I really go into depth about how I was able to actually grow my actual team. So how I grew my team, how my businesses make multi-millions a year, and how I was able to reach and teach nearly 1 million women. That's the size of my audience. It was nearly 1 million women. It's between 800,000 to 1 million women. That's what's inside the 3 Ps that help me to grow a multi-million-dollar business class that you get that 250, which it might be gone already. But like I said, if you sign up tonight while I was live, I was going to guarantee you access to that, and I made a corresponding workbook to go with it. I'm going to be selling that for $500. I'm not selling it tonight. It's not available, but I'm only giving it for free tonight for those who signed up now at the Live Richer Academy. Join LRA. As soon as you sign up, you get an email almost immediately, and you're going to have access. You can literally take that class tonight if you wanted to, and start tonight if you wanted to. And then you can buffer. We have a lot of business courses inside the Live Richer Academy, so you can then take that class and then start to build on that if you want to start your own super successful business. And like I said, that is my gift for you for taking action, for moving forward. And like I said, I'm about to turn it off because yeah. So like I said, if you're watching this and you were able to lock it in, I'm really proud of you. Yeah. So Kim, how does over the limit affect your score? It brings it down significantly. 30% of your score is your utilization. How much of your balance are you utilizing? If you're over the limit, you're way over 30%. So that means you are dragging your score down, because that's 1/3 your score. You're dragging it down. You have to get not just under the limit, but ideally under 30% of what that limit is. So if your limit is $100 and you have $120,000 to $120 on that card, your score is tanking. You want to ideally get your balance to under $30. $30 is 30% of $100. Got it? All right. All right. So that's it. Thank you for having me. Vanessa's in. Yes. Carlene, I think I said your name before. So thank you for having me. I know we had a rough night tonight, but we did it and we made it. And welcome to the new Dream Builders. You know, let me know how you think, what you think about the class. The class that I'm giving you the $500 value. Like I said, the Academy is $299 for the year, which it means you get 2 months free, which is tremendous. It is $149 for 6 months. That means you get 1 month free, or $29.99 for a month. So imagine tonight you pay $29.99 and instantly you get a $500 gift. I always like to over deliver because we really truly do have an access crisis here in the United States, and access to women in particular. And so it's why I do what I do. It's why I try my best to figure out, how do I take what I spend a lot of money on? How do I take what I spend a lot of money on and give it to you at a price that is reasonable and affordable, but also allows me to run my business? Because I have like 25 people on staff. You know, there's so many things that I have to purchase, like this platform where I'm going live on that was jacked up tonight. That, like, you know, it takes care of this. Like, you know, there's email systems. There's so many things that you have to purchase. I mean, alone, I was just showing my team. They're probably like, Tiffany, you talk too much about the money, but whatever. Or like just alone payroll for my company alone, for my companies alone, it's about $500,000, $500,000 in payroll. And I share that because you have to understand that they're, you know, so when I am pricing things, I have to keep in mind, how do I make sure I'm taking good care of my team, but I also want to take good care of you. So what price how low can I go where the team and the bills are paid, but that you still have access? I really don't think $100 a month is like I said, when I was looking over, I spoke to my business coach and she told me $100 a month. I spoke to a number of people. I'm in another business Facebook groups. They were all about 100, sometimes even 150 a month. Everyone said the same thing, but you know, I'm hard-headed. And so when I told them I was going to do $29.99, they were like, Timmy, you don't ever listen. But I did the math. I did the math with my CFO. I did the math with my business partner. And the team is all on the same page in that we want you to have access. So bringing it to $29.99 a month, that's 70% off what something like this should be worth, with all that it comes with, especially that financial freedom plan. That financial freedom plan alone should probably be about $100 a month when we're done with it. Right? That financial freedom plan alone, the GPS system inside the Live Richer Academy, bananas. And so, like, I'm just like, but to me, yes, of course I want to make good money, but guess what? I make good money. Somehow I have figured out a way to make good money, help good people, do good work. You know, I really believe that everyone can win. I'm really insistent upon it. Anyone that I touch must win. If you're a Unicorn Squad member and you work with me, you got to win. If you are an expert who is giving of your time, because honestly, the experts, they don't get paid. They come in and they donate their time. I was just on the phone with one of my attorneys, Art Steele. Do you know how much Art charges? She's an expert inside the Academy. An attorney, one of my attorneys charged me, and this was like you my homegirl, $2,500 for a new contract I just had to get. That was a homegirl price. That's Ari, my attorney. He teaches inside the Academy. And like, but they donate their time. And that's one of the ways I was able to take it from charging $100 a month to $29.99 a month, because I just said, and $2.99 for the whole year. I mean, I just like, sometimes I'm in awe of our ability to really make it work. And yeah, that's about as low as we can go and still keep running and trucking and still provide access. I feel like that's a reasonable enough amount, to still provide access to you. So again, you see me, I'm trying to run it out because I'm like, I know a few of you weren't able to get access to joinellora.com. Try one last time, because like I said, only those who are watching live and lock in your rate while we're live, I'm going to give that gift to, that bonus of those 2 bonuses, the class of how I run my multi-million-dollar company, the 3 Ps that help me, and the corresponding workbook. And so, yeah, I hope, that you found this useful. I hope that, for those of you who just joined the Academy and got your $500 bonus right away, I hope that you love that too. I look forward to serving you. I look forward to sharing the Unicorn Squad with you, the rest of the Dream Builders. It's an awesome, amazing community. It's last time I checked, it was nearly 30,000 women inside of our community, inside the Academy. That's just amazing. And so I'm just really proud to say that I've created something that's helped, just hundreds of thousands of women level up. And this is just really the next level. Okay. All right, y'all. Good night.